Steve's New Neighbors, The Wither Skeleton King. Book 5, To the Rescue, by Mark Mulle. Narrated by David Vander Molen. Disclaimer. This is a work of fiction. Names, characters, businesses, places, events, and incidents are either the products of the author's imagination or are used in fictitious manner. Any resemblance to actual persons, living or dead, or actual events is purely coincidental. Book 5, To the Rescue. Day 1. If you have been following my journey, you know that Alex, Larry, and I are in trouble. Big trouble. Our recent trip to the Nether left us with a lot of questions about the terrible army that we would soon be facing. It was only a matter of time before the Wither skeleton sent his forces through the portal to destroy our village. He would come. There was no question about it. In recent months, all of the nearby witches and blacksmiths have been taken captive and forced into slavery in the Wither skeleton's nether fortress. He already had his eye on the South Meadow village, which boasts 2 blacksmiths. Now, ever since the witch, Elisa, joined our community, we have 3 of the very creatures that he is trying to capture. This has made our village his top priority. Why would he waste his time attacking other villages when the South Meadow village had everything that he wants? His army will come to destroy us. I do not know when. I do not know how. I only know that he is plotting. He is making plans to return to the meadow. When he does, we must be prepared to fight. We cannot allow him to win. Unfortunately, we had a more pressing problem on our hands. The witches and skilled villagers were trapped in the Nether with no hope of rescue. There was no one else who knew where they were. No one else who could save them. Only us. Alex and I are adventurers. Larry, though a village librarian, is a very skilled archer. Together, the 3 of us provide a strength to the South Meadow and its surrounding areas that the Wither skeleton has yet to face. We may be the last hope for the overworld. Every hour wasted, another soldier will be added to his army. Or worse yet, another monster spawner will be built by the enslaved blacksmiths and witches that were being forced to work in the highest level of the fortress. We had seen them upon our escape from the Nether fortress. Their whispers had guided us away from the dangers within. As we had clutched our precious blaze rods in our hands, we had narrowly escaped the terrible Wither skeleton. Though we had been forced to abandon the captives, for the moment, I had vowed to return and rescue them. I would do everything in my power to bring them to safety. I would not leave them to suffer in the heat and darkness of the Nether. Though I returned home to complete the mission that we had embarked upon, I had known that this was not the end. I must admit that the happiness that followed the healing of the sick villagers did not last long. Elisa's new brewing stand allowed her to make the potion that would heal the villagers that had become infected with the zombie virus. Even though her potion, when combined with a golden apple, worked very quickly, we could not allow ourselves to celebrate for more than a few hours. We did not have the time to celebrate. We needed to act, but first we needed to rescue the captives. Day 2. This morning we gathered the entire village together to explain to them what we had discovered during our trip to the Nether. This was difficult because villagers live a very simple, secluded life, other than Larry, of course. They do not venture far from their homes. They complete their assigned tasks with a happy ease each and every day without questioning what might be going on in the world outside of their small community. Some of them did not even know that the Nether existed. They did, however, remember the attack that had been aimed at the village several months before, in which most of the village had been forced to take refuge in the caves beneath their homes. Thankfully, we had survived. I could not guarantee that we would be so lucky a second time. After explaining to those that gathered about the existence of a strange and dangerous world beneath us, we were finally ready to tell them the true horrors that we had discovered. "There is something in the Nether that should not be there," Alex began. "2 things to be exact."
Sample complete. Ready to continue?